Hello, my Sagittariuses, and welcome to my channel. My name is Heaven, and I am a tarot reader, an intuitive mentor, spiritual coach, and astrologist. And we are going to be giving you a full moon tarot reading. Now, this full moon is for May 26, 2021, but if you are seeing this at any other point in time and it resonates, then I would just take it. I would also check out your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to kind of get a full picture of the energy. Also, if this does not resonate with you, remember these are general readings, so take whatever does, leave the rest. And then if you watch all your other videos and you're still very confused, you can definitely head over to my website and book a one-on-one appointment. All right, Sag. This spread will be listed below. I also will have it on my website or on my blog. So if you want to use this for yourself on the full moon, then go right ahead. I would love you to. And before we begin, I'm just going to ask you to take a couple deep breaths with me. Let go of any stress or tension that you've been holding. Create a sacred space for yourself. And I want you to call all of your energy back to you. And once you have it, I want you to ground it down into this reality, letting go of anything that is not yours, keeping everything that is. And then just keep an open mind, set an intention to keep an open mind, an open heart, and to hear or receive whatever it is that you are supposed to hear or receive from this moon. If you'd like to know the energies that we are going through right now, make sure to check out the video on the astro report that I just posted, and then I'll give you a detailed report. And if videos aren't your thing and you really just want to read about it, head over to the blog. All right, Sag, we're going to use the new deck for you tonight. The spread that I'm doing it's a 5-card spread, well, 6 with an oracle card. The first thing is how to hold space for the changes coming. What is needing to be released during this full moon? What to focus on to open your heart. What to focus on in your communication or your logic center, your mental realms. And then how to step into your soul purpose, or the change you will face in order to step into your soul's purpose. And then that oracle card, again, is going to be an advice card like normal. All right, Sag, let's get into this. Sagittarius for this full moon, May 26, which is also in Sag. Ooh, hello, fire sign, you're already getting feisty. Okay, that card just keeps popping back. We will put that there then. Alright, a couple more cards, and then we'll get going. I'll point you down so you can see what we're working with. I love this new deck too. I freaking love it. A good friend of mine that owns Black and Brews Music and Brews in Colorado bought me this deck. I'm super excited. It's my first time using it. So right now, what I'm going to tell you right off the bat is you got a lot of energy going on. I definitely feel that since this full moon is in your sign, that you are going to feel it pretty heavy. We're releasing things for the full moon, so remember that. We're releasing things. And not only are we just releasing any little thing, we're releasing old toxic patterning, karma, things that we've held on to for a long time. Okay. Well, that wants to give you 3 cards. So we're just gonna go with it there. I guess you need a lot of explanation on that guy. I'll put that there. One more. All right, Sag. Let's see what you're working with. I'm gonna point you down and we're gonna get into this reading. So our middle card here. This is how to hold space for the changes coming, and we have the 3 of Cups. All of these cards are reversed to me, so I'm really feeling like this is speaking towards you. So that's how I'm going to read it. How to hold space for the changes coming, Three of Cups. Well, the Three of Cups right here, that is a celebration. That is a lot of joy. That is connecting with others, and really, like, I always feel like this is the party cup. This is going out and just celebrating other people's company, celebrating connections that you're making, celebrating you and your friends, and having a good time. So how to hold space for the changes coming, that's definitely feeling into your joy, feeling into connection with others, and making time for that. Sages, we're very social creatures, so I know that you love being with your friends. I know that you love having a good time, living life. So that's how you're going to be holding a container during this full moon. This also could be you getting together with your girls or your boys during the full moon and really having like a ritual or some sort of celebration or some sort of party, some sort of event. So what is needed to be released this full moon past? So we have the Eight of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Two of Swords. So what needs to be released? Let's start with the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords right there, that is a woman trapped by her own design. She is trapped with jealousy, with envy, comparison to other people. We have those green swords, and then we have the yellow swords. The green are the envy and the jealousy, and that yellow is her frustration. And you can see all of those swords are all tied up, that she is all tied up, that she can't use anything that she has right now. So we are releasing comparison to other people. We are releasing judgment of self, jealousy, envy. Because normally what I see with jealousy is a lot of the time it's a very harsh judgment of self that we should be somewhere else than where we're already at. And it's also misconstrued inspiration. So when you are jealous of someone, it's like this, you are inspired by them. You would like to be like them. You would want to, that you want something that they have. And instead of turning that into jealousy because you start judging self of like, well, oh my God, I don't have that. What's wrong with me? It is turning that jealousy into inspiration. So you really need to be letting go of your comparison to other people. Two of Swords. This is a decision. This is a really hard decision that you either had to make or you have to still make. And you feel like you are kind of disillusioned in the way that you're viewing it. Because I really don't think it's a hard decision. I think it's very clear and cutthroat and straightforward. And that's just me saying that intuitively. But I feel like because of your mental realms and the comparison to other people and the judgment of self that you're going through right now, that you are unable to clearly make a decision because of that. So it's really releasing that there is a decision to be made because there's not really, like, the decision is already made in your body. You just haven't connected to it yet. And then the Nine of Pentacles. Let me show you that card. I need to kind of look at this bad boy for a little bit. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, Nine of Pentacles. So I feel like this is like you kind of stuck in a past realm almost. Like you holding on to what you had already accomplished instead of stepping forward into the next thing. Actually, I'm getting two things on this now. Okay, so it's either that or it is you not seeing how far you have accomplished because of your comparisons to other people. See what I'm saying there? So that needs to be released, that perception of what we have already gathered, what we have already built, needs to be released. And let me breathe for a second. I'm sorry, guys. So releasing our perception of what we have already created, because you've done great things. The 9 of Pentacles, 9 is almost in completion of something. The 10 would be completion. Pentacles is in our physical realm, so we're talking about financially, stability, security. So you've really done some really great moves and some great works. I just think that your comparison to other people right now is really keeping you trapped in this idea that you're not as far as you should be. And maybe this decision you're trying to make is if you should keep going or not. When the universe is kind of laughing at you like, yeah, you need to keep going, dude. You need to keep going. And in this releasal, you'll find that making this container and this connection with other people, this celebration with other people, will be easier because you will not be in these realms of comparison anymore. All right, what to focus on in order to open your heart? We have the 6 of Pentacles. Aw, giving and receiving. So receiving from other people, receiving from your relationships, receiving love and admiration, because it's funny, the people that you're comparing yourself to or the jealousy that you have for people, they're probably trying to pour you love. But because you have that jealousy going on or that warped perception of connection, you are not able to receive it right now. So in order to open your heart, you need to be able to receive and also give, and have this give and take pull. If you see in this card, we have someone, she is giving them this fully grown plant of Pentacles, but then down here, she's being given another baby plant to grow. So it's like this giving and receiving, this cycle of giving and receiving. So that's really going to open your heart. So look for opportunities where you can really collaborate with your friend group, and not compare yourself to them so much, but really like cultivate this kind of flow with them, giving and receiving, giving and receiving. So what to focus on in your communication or logic? 7 of Swords. Ooh. So if anyone knows tarot, we all know that the 7 of Swords is a pretty sneaky one. We have a man here who is fully cloaked. He has stolen these swords, and there are people coming out to get him because he had stolen these swords. So for me, this always speaks on like manipulation. Swords are your communication, your logic. They're also kind of calamity in your world. Conflict sits in the swords, especially in this deck. So this is like really tapping into your communication and your logic centers and seeing where you are being manipulative, where you are being sneaky, where you are not being completely authentic with what you are trying to do. Because the thing is, the swords that you're taking, you might not need to take if you just ask. You know, you wouldn't have to use that sneaky way around getting what you want if you were just more authentic with what you were saying and how you were communicating and how you were feeling. So I see that right here, especially with these 3 right here. It's like if you really work out this manipulation piece, or even the people in your life that are being manipulative towards you. So it's like really focusing on that as well. There are a lot of different things that this card can come up in for you, Sagittarius, because it could be within your friend realm, since we're right here with this 3 of Cups above or below it, but I really feel like this is you within your own mental realms, especially with all of this going on over here, because we have 2 other swords in your past that you're trying to let go of, or things you need to release during this full moon. So I feel like that is just really in correlation to that, especially when it comes to like 9 of Pentacles, what you already have. It's like, are you selling yourself short in your own mind? Are you selling yourself short? All right. And then how to step into your power, or the change you need to face in order to step into your power. 5 of Wands. Oh, that's so cool. So it's like you need this conflict and this calamity. It's funny because in another deck that I have of this card, I always notice how they're not fighting with swords, they're fighting with sticks. And they're fighting that way here too. So it's almost like a practice and not like a malicious intent. Like nobody's going after anyone in this card. They are all fighting. So it's like the forces that you need to you need to face in order to make the change that you need to step into, and really release all of this past gunk that you're holding on to. And then also really step into power is conflict. you need conflict. You need other people in your life. You need to collaborate with other people, especially with this Three of Cups. You need to get outside perspective, because I feel like a lot of this mental realm stuff is because it's you isolating yourself and not really speaking your truth on the matter of what's going on. You need these people to start questioning your beliefs, questioning how you are looking at the world, in order for you to really start seeing it in a better light, or to start seeing it for what it truly is. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that I can give you. I just think I want to note also that it's really funny that we have 3 women in this Three of Cups right here, and then we have 3 cards for what you are releasing. So I feel like there are 3 people in your life that do cause you maybe some conflict or chaos, and not in like, I don't want to say that in a negative sense, because like conflict is one of our biggest growers. It will catalyze us into change so much quicker than comfortability will. So it's like we need these people to really question what we are believing sometimes, because what we're believing is not always the truth of the reality of things. So I feel like there are 3 people in your life, or maybe 2, that really show you those aspects of self. Maybe they bring it out of you. Maybe they put it in situations that you're uncomfortable with. Maybe they question some things like that. Remember that you don't need to listen to everyone that's questioning what you think, because that's totally not the point. It's really about tapping into self. I just see for you, Sagittarius, you really leaning into your connections, into your healthy connections, the ones that really give a fuck about who you are and always have your highest good in mind, is what I'm talking about, those connections. Ooh, we just dropped all the full moon cards. Yay. See, Sag? You got a lot of energy. You're making me drop things. All right. So last but not least, let's pull you an advice card. This deck's really cool though. All right, Moonology. We have a flipped over card in here. Boop. All right, advice column of how, believe in the impossible. We got a blue moon. So that blue to me like really represents your throat chakra. I'm always seeing that, and I'm seeing that again with this 7 of Swords. You being kind of sneaky with your communications, you not really telling people what's going on with you. And so it's like, believe in the impossible. Whatever you're thinking is going to happen if you speak your truth, I really do not think is going to happen. I really do feel like you are viewing your life a little bit in a warped lens through comparison of other people and through indecision and the reality of where you're at. I don't think you see yourself in the right light. I think that's why you're being called to connect to these divine people to really help you out there and to give and receive from them. So it's like, with this believe in the impossible, believe that you could speak your truth and it be heard and you be seen. Okay? All right, Sagittarius. Well, thank you for spending some time for me and letting me read you. If you'd like a guided full moon meditation, it's on May 26th at 9 p.m. I think on my Facebook page. Head over there to follow that or whatever, so that you can get the notification for the live. Also, make sure you subscribe, like this post if you like this, give me some comments. I will be doing a free giveaway for my subscribers once I reach a certain limit. I just haven't decided yet, so make sure you subscribe so you can win a deck. Also, if you'd like a one-on-one reading or would like to use this spread, head over to the website. I'll have a blog post about the spread, and then I have over there where you can book appointments with me. So I hope you have a great lunar eclipse. Just remember to be a little bit easier on yourself. Don't judge yourself so hard. I love you. Have a great day.
Yeah, I know.